Hi everybody, welcome to vlog number 97. Now I had been thinking for a very long time what to do for my videos, because lately what I've been doing is just kind of giving updates on what's been going on in my life, and I know that's not exactly interesting to everybody, and so I was thinking something that I could do for a topic like I used to do, but I couldn't really think of anything good. So one day I was just kind of watching videos and I came across a video about Amanda Todd. I'm not sure if anyone is familiar with that, but basically what happened was she got bullied until she killed herself. So I decided maybe I should do a topic on bullying, because unfortunately I have a lot of experience with that. Because I was bullied in school for until I was about a senior, so I know what it's like, and I'm not really sure why I was bullied, because I wasn't, as far as being transgendered, nobody knew. I didn't act really feminine in school. I didn't, wear girly things. I didn't hang out with the girls. I didn't hang out with the boys either. Just a couple of male friends that were about the only people that didn't really want to go out to the field and play football every recess and get grass stains all over their nice school clothes and get all sweaty and disgusting and whatever, get all bruised up, whatever. But yeah, I wasn't one of those people. I was one of the people that were probably considered a brain, because my first grade teacher told my parents the reason I acted strange was I was too intelligent for my age. Not sure if that was accurate or not. But I just kind of, I studied. I tried to do well. I kept up on my homework, whatever. I wanted to be a good student. So, everything was easy to me until I got into high school, so why not? Got a Nintendo when I was in the 4th grade, and I kind of spent a lot of time with that. Grades slipped a little bit, got grounded, had to get my grades back up, whatever. But yeah, I wasn't, I was pretty much bullied on the bus repeatedly every single day until we finally quit riding it, because my sister got old enough she could drive. So I remember one instance, a guy took a pop can and smashed it against my face and got a black eye from that, and had to take school pictures with it. My sister tried to cover it up with some makeup, but you can still see it. So yeah, remember one time a kid took my head while he was walking out and rammed it against the side of the bus, which was metal. That one kind of hurt. But what I'm trying to get is that no matter how bad it might seem, that it does get better. Because, for me, it got better when I was a senior. When you're a senior and the assholes that bullied you, and after a while it just doesn't seem like it's any fun. And they grow up, they get mature, they realize that they're being dicks, and they stop. At least for me. It got a lot better when I was a freshman, because people found out that I was in Taekwondo and they didn't want to mess with me much anymore. I had actually started Taekwondo when I was in the 6th grade, but I did not tell anybody, because the weird thing is, if you're a white and yellow belt, which is the first 2 ranks, people tend to want to harass you to the point that you'll try and beat them up, and then they'll beat you up, and then they'll say, see, look at that martial arts crap is crap, because I still beat that turd up, and whatever. I didn't want that. So no one found out I was in Taekwondo until I was almost a brown belt. And by that time, everyone thought that the next rank was black, even though it's not. In our association, it's white, yellow, green, blue, brown, red, black. So I had a couple more ranks to go, but they thought that I was almost a black belt, so they didn't want to mess with me. But the thing is about bullies is, you know, when I had trouble with them, everyone said, just ignore them and they'll go away. Just ignore them. Don't give them a reaction because that's what they want. Yeah, I tried that. I ignored them because A, I wasn't witty enough to come up with anything good, and as a retort, and, you know, my responses were kind of like, you know, whatever, lame. But when I gave them a reaction, then I figured they won, and usually the only reaction I could give was physical, and I didn't really want to get in trouble for fighting. Because something that I'm actually kind of proud of is throughout my entire time in school, I never got detention. Once. Not even once. My friend did. He did the same thing as me. But he had a different teacher, and his teacher really didn't like him. So he got detention. I got nothing. Sorry about that. But anyway, he's an asshole anyway, so he deserves it. But anyway, as I was saying, I didn't want to get in trouble for fighting, except one day when I was a freshman, I was walking through the gym to go to gym class, and one of the, you know, redneck assholes was looking straight at me the whole time as he walked through the gym, and you just know what's going to happen. It's like, oh God, he's going to fuck with me. Great. But what are you going to do? You can't run, you can't hide, you can't do nothing. So I'm just like, you know what? If he does anything to me, if he hits me, I'm going to hit him back. Because I was already in a bad mood anyway. I didn't really care what happened. So he hit me, and I hit him back. And you know what? The weird thing about that was, after he found out that I was actually able to hit him back, he never did it again. Sometimes, even though it's not a good thing, the way to stop bullying is to stand up for yourself and actually do shit back. It's not fun. I don't recommend it. In fact, I kind of condemn the, you know, fighting, and, you know, I don't condone it at any level. I don't think it's right. But sometimes, with some people, it's the only thing that gets through their skull. Yeah, they can smack you around all they want. It's all fun and games until they start getting hurt. And I was fully expecting there to be like a swing taken and stuff to go down. But he just walked away, and then he called me an idiot and whatever, but big deal, I don't care. And then that's when they found out I was in martial arts. They're like, you know what, you really shouldn't fuck with I was a him at the time, but because, you know, he's in Taekwondo, and I think he's been in it for quite a long time, so I really wouldn't try to pick a fight. Because I think they were actually talking about, you know, fighting me later, like after class or something, and they told him, maybe you shouldn't. I'm game. I would have stood up for myself that day because I really didn't care anymore. I also did that in middle school when I was in the 7th grade. Little 6th grader was got wind of the nickname that I got when I was in that particular grade. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm not going to say it because I can't stand it. But he called me that. So I asked him if he wanted to step outside, and he did. And after he found out that he really couldn't hurt me, the only thing he could do was break the Christmas present from my girlfriend, which I was not happy about. But what are you going to do, right? You can't let the underclassmen get the better of the upperclassmen. It's not the way the pecking order works. Yeah. So, better recognize. So anyway, that happened, and I guess that the main thing is that, you know, no matter how bad it gets, It probably can get worse, but it does get better. When I was a senior, and for whatever reason, apparently that once everybody knew that I had an actual talent, which happened to be my drumming, and I was in a band and all that stuff, apparently once they find out you have talent for something, harassing you is not fun anymore. I don't know why, but that's what seemed to make everything better. All of a sudden everyone's like, ooh, can play the drums, that's cool, whatever. I didn't have any talent in sports. Well, I did, but it wasn't a school-sponsored sport. Martial arts isn't a school-sponsored thing. It's its own. It's a city thing. It's, yeah, you know. Unless you're in the university, then there's a university club. But in high school, it's not a school-sponsored sport. So the school-sponsored sports I was in, I didn't like. I didn't think I was good at, like football. I mean, I was in football, but I hated it. Didn't do well at it. When you hate something, you don't really do that well at it. And, like, didn't go out for track, wrestling, basketball, none of that stuff. Tennis, golf, cross country, all that stuff. Didn't interest me, so wouldn't have had any talent at it anyway. I'm not preppy enough to play tennis. I'm not lazy enough to play golf, I guess. I don't even consider golf really a sport. It's like if an 80-year-old dude can do it, how is that a sport? Yeah, so I wasn't into sports, but apparently when you're into music, that's good enough, so people started leaving me alone, so... And all these dicks, all these morons, all these assholes that were complete jerks to me my entire way through school, all of a sudden they started treating me like I was their best friend. And what are you gonna do? You know? you just be nice back to them, and hopefully they'll see that, you know, as Gollum would say in Lord of the Rings, be nice to them if they be nice to us. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the thing. You just stay strong enough and try to be a good person, and just realize that it gets better over time, and just hang in there, because it does get better. And there's probably a lot of jerks out there that are like 20, 30 years old and are still dicks to people. But you know what? Usually those people are you're only going to see them like once or twice in your life, so who cares? You know? I try to be a good person to everybody, but you know, if you're going to be a jerk to me, then I'm going to be a jerk back to you. A guy at work found that out. He started being a jerk to me, started giving me problems because I'm transgendered, so I started being a jerk to him, started reporting him to the manager, but after a while he started coming around and being nice to me, so I was nice to him, and you know, I'm not going to be like, if someone needs my help and they were a jerk to me, I'm not going to be like, you know what, you were an ass, I'm not helping you. I'll help you out, okay? I have a level of forgiveness. I can forgive people for the shit they do, but, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, if you're still gonna be a dick to me, you know, if you're gonna ask nicely for help, I will forgive and help, but if you're gonna be an ass, I'm not gonna help you. See? But he started coming around and started being nice and saying bye to me when he saw me, and you know, now I quit, so I don't really have to worry about it anymore, but you know, I do have a limit, though. I will admit, I do have, you know, tolerance levels. There are some things that someone does to me. No, there is no way to forgive that. No way. But luckily, only about 2 people have ever gone past that mark. Well, more than 2 people, but I'm going to lump the other people in as one person, because it was one person that was the perpetrator, the main perpetrator that made the other ones follow suit, so it's his fault. But yeah, there is a level where I can hold a grudge for a long time, even though I know Kim Petras said that being angry at somebody doesn't solve anything. It doesn't make anything better. It doesn't make you feel better. It doesn't really make anything better. It just, you know, it's bad. It's evil. Evil begets evil, and it just keeps it churning. If you just try to not be angry, then if you try to be happy, then things get better. It makes you feel better. It makes other people feel better. It makes people want to be around you, want to like you because you're happy, and people tend to like happy people. So that's kind of what I have tried to do in the last few years. Everyone's always like, oh, you're so happy, and it's like, this is my camera persona. I can be happy when I'm sitting here by myself, doing my thing, doing my YouTube thing, doing my Stardust thing. So yeah, but in reality, I'm really not this, whatever, this hyper and this joyful. I'm just kind of like, whatever. But yeah, this is, you know, and a lot of people can't believe that I'm shy. I am painfully shy. If I don't know you and you start talking to me, I probably won't even make eye contact with you, let alone carry on a good conversation, because yeah, I'm really not comfortable around people I don't know. So, and then once I do get to know you, then it's like, you know, you can't get me to shut up. But that's the clock in the other room, and I know I've wasted enough of your time as it is, and I'm starting to ramble about random shit, so I'm just gonna call it quits here. I will see everyone later. Hopefully the next vlog will be at the con, so I will see everybody then. Hopefully sooner, but definitely by the con. You will see me again. So until that time arrives, bye everybody.